Hello Gemini and welcome. This is your weekly tarot check-in. It's for the next 2 weeks approximately, and it's aimed at Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs especially. Take only what resonates, don't take it if it's not for you guys. You will know if this resonates, if it's your reading or not. It cannot be for each and everyone out there all the time, so just have an open mind. Alright, Gemini, what's coming towards you? We've got the Eye as the first card, so this has to do about with the way you see things, a situation, a person, and it says psychic ability, trust your intuition. So don't only trust what you see. Maybe there is a secret, maybe there is something more than meets the eye, is what I'm hearing. Read between the lines, see and listen within for your own inner truth in a situation. We've got the hat for you coming up next. You will be playing a different role. So it's time to try on a new hat, play a different role, change your approach towards a situation, do things differently, act differently towards a trigger is what I'm getting to. So somebody could be triggered here by a situation or by a person. It's time to react in a different light and change your patterns is what I'm hearing. So take on a new role in that situation, whatever this is. It's time to shift your perspective a little bit and do things in a different manner. Next card out, we've got the Cat, a two-faced friend. Alright, so this could have to do with somebody who's a bit deceiving, who is a bit two-faced, who might be talking behind your back, who might not have your best interest at heart. You will know if this resonates. It can be a family member too, can be a business partner, you know, can be a love interest, whatever. Doesn't always have to be a good friend. Just be careful, listen to your intuition and see that you change something, especially when somebody triggers you. Weeping Willow is the last of the tea leaf cards for you guys. We've got family sorrow, so this could be a family situation also. You know, with family, in the furthest sense, this can be your soul tribe. So soulmates usually coming to to teach us something, to teach us a lesson. So this could be a soulmate of yours, if it's not a close family member, that comes in to trigger you, to teach you something here, to try to change your reaction, especially when you're very emotional, when you are kind of very harsh in your exterior behavior, or when you're kind of prone to fighting. For instance, it doesn't have to be like that. You will know how this fits for you guys, but it's about you changing your reactions into a more loving approach is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we will see. Okay, we've got the bearing fruit with this wonderful tree here. It looks like this tree is ripe with fruit. I mean, you don't see fruit particularly, but this is sort of fall energy that I'm getting here. So, you know, fall indicates change for me. It's past ripeness even. So I feel like there is some sense of you to acknowledge here. If this has to do with work or rewards or money or something that you expect here, I feel like it's time to change your perspective about it. Maybe you have gone about it in not the direct or not the best way, is what I'm getting. It feels like something is overdue and you're waiting for results. And this tree for me seems to be old, or to be, it seems exhausted in a way. So it feels like you have been very, very much struggling towards something, towards results. Maybe you are kind of overextending yourself in a situation here. It feels like this tree is about to break down under its own weight. For me at least, that's the energy that I'm getting, but I'm going to clarify. Why do we have the bearing fruit here? Bearing fruit, in any case, in this particular deck, in this card, means that what you get is what you give. So what you put into a situation, it's time to harvest, it's time to get something out in return. But I'm not seeing that you're being rewarded here. I'm seeing that there is something for you to learn, that you can do something differently in the way that you manifest. We've got the Sun card coming out, so that's you taking your power back, that's you feeling centered, in harmony, feeling joyful. Especially with these two people here dancing, enjoying each other, harmony. Could be a friendship, could be a love situation. Let's clarify further. What is this all about? 5 of Swords. So there is a conflict, and I don't think that you are seeing it because you are so happy. It feels like you are blinded by something here, Gemini. It feels like you don't see something, or this is how it's now or has been now, and now we're moving into this energy of conflict. There is something coming here. Maybe you don't see it quite yet. You have to listen to your intuition, like we had with the eye here. It feels like there was happiness once and now there is fighting, okay? So this could have to do with these two-faced friends or with a family situation, but what I'm getting is that there is somebody who maybe talks bad behind your back or maybe is backstabbing towards you. So I hope that this is not the case for you guys, and if so, then I hope that you will become aware of it soon enough. Alright, next card is the number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. So this is very much a feminine energy that I'm getting, which is very much connected to her intuition. It's really important that you connect to this feminine quality of yours, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. It's about seeing things in a different light. Seeing from the heart is what I'm getting, you know, having compassion, having a sort of a nurturing energy, even if there is somebody backstabbing you or talking bad behind your back. I just feel like this is a soulmate teaching you a lesson. So on a soul level, this is somebody who does you a favor, even if it doesn't seem like that in the normal world, of course. But it requires you to take a different approach. If this is some situation like a workplace situation, like you have strived, is that the word? You have done a lot of work, you have put a lot of energy into something, you have kind of given a situation all your power, and then the situation turned on you and left you feeling conflicted and left you feeling a bit unclear or uncomfortable is what I'm getting to. There was some rewards that you expected. You tried to manifest something and you worked really, really hard. So it's time to pull your energy, not pull your energy down, pull the brakes on what you do here. And invest less energy, especially if it's a struggle for you. Try to find a different, more soft, more gentle approach here, is what I want to say. So if you have been struggling really, really hard in a situation, and that can be anything really, and it doesn't show any fruit, any kind of harvest for what you've done, no rewards, then try to do a different approach. And it has to do with something, a cycle that is not completed. So there's definitely a learning process for you here. You need to do things differently. You need to wake up to something. You need to see something here. Your intuition, your heart will tell you what this is. Maybe you've had a feeling for a while what this could be. Let's get one more card. This is the Nine of Wands energy. So I feel like you have been struggling constantly. You have been pushing through in a situation, giving your all, giving your best. But it's time, you know, to do some things in a more feminine way. Femininity means receiving and being passive and drawing yourself back a little bit, looking out for yourself and nurturing yourself and others. It's not the fighter. Nine of Wands for me is a fighting energy. For me, it's a very masculine, yang energy, action-oriented. I feel like this is what you were doing, but it requires a different approach here for you guys. So I just feel very basically that you have given a lot of energy and a lot of time of yourself, and you haven't gotten anything out in return. So with the Moonology card, we've got the new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation, right? So again, this femininity, love. Love is the key to all your problems here. Love yourself first and foremost, have compassion with yourself, but also with others. And if this is somebody who's backstabbing you, you don't have to keep contact with them. It's just, you don't need to fight with them. You don't have to stand up for yourself and struggle and fight all the time. Just detach yourself from a situation and from a person is what I'm hearing. If you feel like somebody doesn't have your best interest in mind, detach yourself from the situation. Aquarius is all about being advanced and modern and taking a different approach, and we have that with the head. So you might need to see a two-faced person for what they are, for some of you. For others, try to bring a different approach to a situation where you have invested a lot of stuff. And love yourself more. Alright, we have the Knight of Cups, same energy. Open your heart, love yourself first and foremost. Bring love into the situation. Give love to yourself and also love your enemies, even if it's hard. I know it's hard, but try to see them on a soul level, because they are souls and some of them are only here to teach you a lesson, right? These are soulmates that come in to teach us something. So see where you can act a bit differently here and not react. Like I said at the beginning, I was getting like you are triggered in some way and you kind of react the same way over and over again. So it's time to do things differently. Last card out for you, Gemini, is Six of Swords energy. It says the last, which means the burden. It's about moving on from a mindset that was burdensome. It also says that if you have struggled, it's time to give up the fight and drop the burdens and move on towards lighter times and leave the heaviness and the darkness behind. In the form of a situation or a person, or in the form of your way of thinking. You know, this indicates sorrow because the sword is all about thinking and negativity also. Ace of Cups. We've got, again, the Cups energy. So it's all about your emotions here. It's about you loving yourself, bringing love into this situation, into yourself. Love yourself first and foremost, and be open to anything that the universe wants to bring you. So be open to a softer approach. Be open to opening your hearts to show your vulnerability. If somebody has hurt you, you can tell them, so they understand what they did, right? And maybe they can do it better the next time around. It's something that you have to get to terms with your emotions. And if you have been investing so much time, if something has been such a struggle, it's time to detach yourself and look out for yourself, because this is self-love. If you just set up boundaries and say, I'm done with this. This is just costing me a lot of energy and I need to do this for myself, to kind of just withdraw from a person or from a situation and say, I love myself more than this situation. And it's really important to do that sometimes. All right, guys. Wow, that is really intense. I hope this works out for you guys. I'm wishing you so much love, so much light, and so much self-love especially. And I hope this turns out in the best way possible for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.